Hey, good morning, everybody. Gonna go live here in a couple minutes. Getting the coffee brewed up, so just bear with me here. We're gonna jump on and talk about some stocks. Talk about the NFL draft last night. Will Levis has not been selected yet. I know there was a lot of hype that he could potentially be the number one overall draft pick, but unfortunately for him, he has not been picked up yet. And there have been three other quarterbacks drafted in front of him: Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, and Anthony Richardson. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. Going to talk about what the stock market did yesterday because after we jumped off the stream, it continued to rip up, and SPY has hit that 412 number that we were talking about, where it started out earlier this week. So yesterday, up almost 2%. So definitely a big rebound day for SPY. So stay tuned with us. We're going to go live here in a little bit. Hey, what's going on, guys? Bear with me here. Gonna get it pulled up. Let's fix this screen. Alrighty. Alright, so looking at the pre-market this morning, thanks for sticking around if you guys are still with us here. It looks like it's opening a little bit in the red. Yesterday was a very green day. SPY ended up ripping up, up over 2%. So very big day for the S&P 500, as a lot of the tech companies were definitely leading the way there. Let's go ahead and just dive into it a little bit more. I also want to talk about the NFL draft last night, and what happened to Will Levis. Not really sure. Pretty crazy. Actually, we can just go ahead and segue into that right now. Let's do that. Get my screen fixed here. But yeah, Will Levis, there was a lot of hype with him, about potentially going number 1 overall. But as of today, second day of draft day, he has not been picked up yet. So definitely some shocking news. Let's go ahead and see. I was thinking this would show, quick snap grades. Okay, so they're grading the picks. Said the Cardinals got an A+ grading, picking the Ohio State offensive tackle at number 6 overall. Cardinal, need some linemen to protect their quarterback, that's for sure. Falcons picked up a running back at number 8 overall. The Ravens picked up a receiver at number 22 overall. Buffalo Bills picked up a tight end position at number 25. They gave him an A-. Carolina Panthers, number 1 overall pick. A lot of people thought this was going to be Will Levis. It is actually, Bryce Young. So definitely interesting stuff there. Chicago Bears also picked up offensive tackle Darnell Wright. Shout out to this guy. He's from our home state. So happy for him. Happy for the state. Happy for his town. But yeah, offensive tackle number 10 overall going to the Bears. Bengals picked up an edge rusher from Clemson. So their defense getting a little bit stronger. Cleveland Browns did not have a pick yesterday, so that's interesting. Got a little solid C-. Based on the cost of acquiring him via trade last year, Deshaun Watson is effectively the Browns' first-round pick this season, as well as the third-round pick and next year's first and fourth-round picks. It's possible the Browns get back to the playoffs for just the second time since 2002 with Watson. Now that he's back into the flow of football. Dallas Cowboys picked up a defensive tackle from Michigan at number 26 overall. Broncos didn't have a pick. Looks like whenever they acquired Russell Wilson, that he did not. They did not have a pick since acquiring Russell Wilson last year. Detroit Lions, C-. Looks like they got 2 picks. Alabama's running back Gibbs, and then Iowa linebacker Jack Campbell. Lions traded down from 6 to 12. Interesting. Okay. So they must have got another pick with that or some other type of some money. Green Bay picked up an edge rusher, number 13 overall from Iowa. The Texans, got 2 picks. Ohio State's quarterback at number 2 and Alabama. Wow, so they had back-to-back picks. I forgot about that. That's pretty sweet. So hopefully those 2 players, I'm yawning this morning. Hopefully those 2 players do well for them. CJ Stroud, Ohio State guy, will be interested to see how he adapts to the NFL. This was a big one. Anthony Richardson, number 4 overall, going to the Colts. I knew he was pretty solid in college, but I didn't realize that teams were going to adapt his style into the NFL. So that's good for him. Will Levis was probably definitely hoping he could be in that position, but the Colts probably held off on him just because he has been getting some comparisons to uh, Carson Wentz, and Carson Wentz played for the Colts. I don't know if I think he originally got drafted by the Colts, but had some injuries, and no, I think he got originally drafted by the Eagles. So yeah, either way, I think they were kind of worried that he could potentially be, similar to him in the sense of his durability and getting injured. Jaguars picked up an offensive tackle, help Trevor Lawrence out down there a little bit, so that's good to see. Picked up a offensive tackle at 27. Kansas City Chiefs picked up an edge rusher, 31 overall. Las Vegas Raiders picked up an edge rusher at number 7 overall. Chargers picked up a receiver, Quentin Johnson, at 21 overall. The Rams did not have a pick. So with them winning a couple years ago, I guess they don't get a pick this year. Miami Dolphins don't get a pick either. Oh, wow. So they forfeited their picks because they violated league policies pertaining to the integrity of the game. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Vikings picked up a receiver, 23 overall. The Patriots picked up a cornerback at 17 overall from Oregon. Pretty interesting. Saints picked up a tackle from Clemson, 29. Giants picked up a cornerback at 24. Jets picked up an edge rusher from Iowa State. Eagles picked up a D tackle and an edge rusher. Georgia, I'm not sure where he's from, but Steelers picked up an O tackle from Georgia. 49ers didn't have a pick. Man, there's a lot of teams. The Seahawks picked up a quarterback and a receiver. Receiver for Geno Smith. Tampa Bay picked up a D tackle. We go over here and see if anyone has jumped on the comments or anything. Yeah, I don't see any comments yet. Titans picked up offensive tackle. But yeah, some good picks. I will be interested to see. We have a kid that is from my high school that's hoping to get drafted either today or tomorrow. So definitely going to keep an eye out for him. And then Will Levis, I'll be interested to see how far he drops in his stock list. But let's look at some stocks now. I'm going to go over to Robinhood. Their platform seems to be one of the easier ones to just kind of navigate through some picks. Definitely not the greatest for like trading options and stuff like that, but just because their lack of order types. So let's see if we can switch our screen here. Bear with me. All right, here we go. So looks like SPY is a little bit down pre-market, down about $1.30. We had talked about yesterday, is it going to hit that 412 goal? And it did for where it started on the week. But it did yesterday. It was like, I looked after the stream. Yeah, it was a 412.50. So it did, after we got off the stream, it continued to rally. And it was a very green day yesterday. So, it was definitely a good day to be in the market. Looks like so far this morning we are going to pull back a little bit, down about $1, but it'll be interesting to see how things shake out. We're about an hour and 5 minutes away from market open this morning, so it'll be interesting to see. Let's look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's down about 80 cents or 0.25%. Microsoft was doing really well yesterday. Yeah, so I can't remember when they reported earnings, but they're doing well with the cloud space. But yeah, anyway, so they're down about 0.19%. Apple's trying to rip back up, down about 55%. So pretty much everything's in the red this morning. Microsoft. Let's go back to the Nasdaq. It's trying to rip back up. Let's look at Amazon. I think Amazon, they reported earnings yesterday. So they beat Q1 results. Let's go ahead and look at that article. Amazon gets price target. Hikes by analysts following upbeat Q1 results. Amazon reported quarterly revenue of $127.4 billion, up 9% year over year. The revenue total came in ahead of Street consensus estimate of $124.53 billion. The company reported earnings per share of 35 cents in the first quarter, beating a Street estimate of 21 cents. JP Morgan boosted the price target of Amazon to 145 from 135, and then several other, big hedge funds or big financial companies increased their price targets. So, good news for Amazon. I think they were actually up a little bit more yesterday. Back. But yeah, interesting to see, nonetheless. Yeah, they're up a little bit more than that. I don't know if we can see on Robinhood. They don't have the greatest charting. 110.50. I know after hours it really shot up, but yeah, it pulled back a little bit this morning. So that's interesting to see. Let's see some other ones. Let's see what the tech. So Nvidia is looking pretty good this morning. Let's look at Google. Google's down. Both shares of Google down. Yeah, both is down. Let's look at Tesla. Tesla's only down a little bit. It looks like it's trying to rip back up this morning. So I went long yesterday, and I wish I would have held. I wish I would not have sold my shares. But I took profit. And I wish I wouldn't have. Tesla's been getting beat up a little bit. Past week is down $5 or 3%. Past month is down 15%. 3 months down 10%. But yeah, I think year to date it's doing really well. I can't remember what it's up year to date. Let me look that up. Tesla year to date. I want to say it's like close to 100%. Oh no, it definitely pulled back. At one point it was 91%, but it's pulled back a significant amount. It's only up 48%, but yeah, so since March 31st, it's pulled back 22%. So definitely decent pullback since March. Yeah, so here it is right here. So Robinhood doesn't show us, but I'm looking on like Google Finance, but since March 31st to now, it's pulled back like 22%. So definitely big movement for Tesla there, to say the least. Meta, I know there's a lot. I think Meta reported earnings this week. Is that right? So a bunch of people were betting on Meta, probably some zero DTEs. So it says, let's look at what Benzinga says, why the Nasdaq is trading lower. Nasdaq S&P 500 futures slide as Amazon and other tech earnings disappoint. analyst sees Fed spoiling the party further. So yeah, interest rate hike is coming up. I can't remember exactly what the date of that is. Probably next month, but so there's a few high-profile tech disappointments, but it looks like it's trying to recover back this morning. Down a little bit. Upcoming economic data. BEA is set to release the personal income and spending report for March at 8:30 Eastern. Okay. Gotcha. Annual rate of core price consumption is expected to ease from 4.6 to 4.5 in March. The monthly rate is expected to stay put at 0.03. Department of Labor is due to release its employment cost index for the first quarter at 8:30 Eastern EDT. So FRC got smacked, I think, over the past couple of days. It looks like it's rebounded. Amazon, Intel, Cloudflare. Cloudflare is an interesting stock. I think I like, I like their technology. I use it a lot on my clients, like websites and stuff. But I think there's a lot of growth for them over the next 5, 10 years, 20 years. Pinterest is down. Chevron. Yeah. We got some earnings today, it looks like. Or it looks like they already reported. Chevron reported. But yeah, a bunch of other companies reporting too. Looks like Cloudflare was a beat. Pinterest was a beat. Amazon was a beat. And so on. But interesting stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how the market shakes out today and finishes. I'm bullish. I think it'll finish strong, but we'll have to see. It looks like there's some data coming out. So QQQ has a good way. Oh, there it goes. It updated. Thanks, Robinhood. Nice little glitch there, but they have a little bit to go to finish green. Let's look at SPY. That 412 was the target we were looking at because I think that's where it opened up near the beginning of the week. So interesting to see there. But I'm going to take a quick break. Bear with me here. I'm going to go grab some more coffee. But one second here. I'm going to get some music playing in the background. Here we go. All right, guys, we're back here. SPY's still sitting at, right on that 411 level. We're about 45 minutes till open. I'm going to jump off here. I got another call coming up. But it'll be interesting to see if it can finish strong in the week. If it could, rally back up today and finish in the green, sitting at right around $1.50 in the red. But yeah, stay tuned. Trade safe out there. For sure, always make sure you understand your risk whenever you're investing into the stock market. I'd hate to see, any of these stories where people lose a lot of money because they don't understand their risk. So definitely go read a book, do some research, go on YouTube. There's tons of free content out there that you can go and, tap into, increase your knowledge a little bit. So definitely go do that, guys. Hope you guys have a great weekend. God bless. If you guys need anything, definitely reach out. More than willing to help people. Kind of an update on the personal finance app yesterday. We made some progress with one of the APIs. We were able to connect to it, connect some of our bank accounts, and pull in all the transactions for the last 30 days. So that is going to be very powerful. I'm still thinking of some ideas of how I want to build it out into an application that can kind of help automate or optimize our personal finance. I'm getting to the point over the last couple months. I've been really trying to track my spending and see where my money is going. So any way to automate that and make that process a little bit easier, I think is going to be powerful. It's just right now I'm just trying to think about the best way to do that. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably just update you guys as we kind of make more progress along the way. But until then, hope you guys have a great weekend. Good luck trading today. Hope you guys make some money. More than importantly, I hope you guys don't lose a lot of money. Learn from your mistakes, but make sure your losses are small and your wins are bigger if possible. So cut the losses, learn from your mistakes, and keep pushing forward. Once again, hope you guys have a great weekend. God bless and take care.